Hi. I totally had another What Just Happened episodes. This is tea, right? Tea. I was thinking what a great day it is to start your morning off with your choice of tea in the morning, just like that. Going out, of course, to put your favorite tea in your favorite breathalyzer, right? In a country where it's legal. And then I was thinking, well, I should get on with my story. I have a publishing contract. Well, I guess if I'm going to go for a walk. All right. Okay, well, I did tell my mom that I would close her door. Did I tell you what was in there? So I have water, and I have tea, and I have my breathalyzer, and I came back to the garage. One sec, let me just close the door. Okay. There's no point in leaving it open if you're going for a walk, right? So I came back to the garage, and I wound up putting my bong and the tea into the bag and holding the water to go inside, except the water wasn't supposed to go inside. The water was supposed to go into the bag. The tea was supposed to go inside. So then I'm telling myself to live a life like A Course in Miracles, where each day is devoted to miracles. You have to be willing to let go everything so that by the end of the day you can be anywhere in the world. Because if you're not willing to do that, you're not really willing to live your life according to miracles, are you? So, that means not nailing down yourself to time commitments like, well, I have to go inside and write a book. If I were to go inside and write a book, it would be a very structured chapter book. And I would want to and try to take a lot of time doing it. But then if I wanted to do that, wouldn't I be doing that already? And if I could possibly have been doing it already, wouldn't it be done already? So then I'm left wondering, do I have to do anything at all with regards to the writing of this book? And now that I've asked the question, and the answer came. And the answer was, well, why don't you give it away? I mean, it's a publishing contract. It's a publishing contract worth a couple $1,000, at least the US $1,000. So it's not like a zero gift. Like, you're actually getting something. And then I thought, well, okay, well, that can help to boost the advertisements of what else were we doing? And then I asked another question. And then after I asked the question, I realized that digging upstairs up there, we also have the ideas of A, buying any property, hopefully an empty lot, or almost a little house at the end of the street, and just digging it up, digging a hole to China as a Prime Minister for Canada campaign. Get people to fund that project is advertisement for the Prime Minister for Canada campaign. Now, I don't really want to become Prime Minister of Canada either. I just want the right to tell someone, no, you're not allowed to inject me. Like, are you absolutely nuts? But in order to have that right, it seems, in Canada, I have to be the Governor General of Canada in order to stop psychiatrists from abusing mental patients and unnecessarily raising the inflation rate across all Canada with the overprescription of pills. For example, on the 4th of July, when I was in Vancouver General Hospital there, I was an inmate, basically in jail with everybody else who was receiving forced injections on grounds of what? Because the doctors thought they were mentally ill? So I told the doc, I said, hey doc, 2 days ago when you held me down, you gave me a forced injection, was not okay. You're not allowed to do that. The rules say that I'm allowed to defend myself. And I absolutely protest. I'd like to defend myself. And I said, now, since I apparently can't do that in your province where you inject me and then offer me the right to defend myself, I'd like to be moved back to Ontario, please. You can use Mental Health Act Section 42 for that. And it says that an inmate must remain an inmate the whole time he's transferred. Well, the doctor, and his name was Neelakant, Neelakant, he comes back at me and sees, that's loud, so I'm going this way. avoid the noise. Very simple rule of thumb. And then, well, Harish Neelakanth, he said to call him Dr. N. Now, I'm going to bet that Dr. N, like the hash Dr. N, hashtag DRN, is going to become renowned for, basically, if somebody writes that one beside whatever it is that they're describing, it means that they think that whatever it is they just said is a new world record of colossally terrible mistakes. Here's what Dr. N did on behalf of all the psychiatrists who work in the private healthcare sector in Canada under the Vancouver Coastal Health Authority after he prescribed me a double dose of unnecessary pills because he prescribed me 2 5-milligram pills instead of one 10 milligram pill, which he told me existed. And I told him that I wanted to challenge his prescription. So, not only his prescription, but the forced injections as well. So, if I don't do that, the phone's app is going to close. So, again, spatial awareness. Yeah, it's like that. So Dr. N there, Neelakanth, says, no, we don't have to use Mental Health Act Section 42. Not at all. No. You can have all your rights back right now. And did you say you wanted to go to Toronto there? Toronto? What time did you want to leave? Are we talking today? Yeah. Okay. Well, what are my choices? You can have the 6 o'clock or the 9:55. Wow. My clothes are still at the Catholic Health Center. No, Catholic Homeless Center with actual health, because they really care about people. So they're going to need a little bit of time in order to get my clothes to the hospital, which is, I don't even know how far from wherever the clothes are, because I don't even know how that happened. I just randomly ended up from a homeless shelter in a hotel room. So the clothes got left behind there. They have to be delivered. It's going to take at least 3 hours. So I'll take the 9:55 flight, please. And then Dr. N got the hospital to pay $933.93 plus the taxi to the airport to take the Air Canada Flight 186 departing July 4th to Toronto, arriving July 5th. And that's the one where I wasn't sure if I was actually wanted in Toronto, so I asked the flight attendant there, unfortunately, to call the police. But I wasn't sure she was quite serious. The Wi-Fi was down, not that I could really want to pay extra fees on the internet anyway, but I am a pilot, and I do understand that it can be done. So I had her, I politely requested her to call the police. Yeah, and her name was Sarah. She did an excellent job there aboard the Air Canada flight. I just want to thank her. Yeah. I saw tears of joy. I swear I saw tears of joy that day when she entered the story. Boy, she was happy to see me too. Yeah. Anyway, so that's basically what I'm like in real life when now somebody gets in front of me. When I'm trying to understand something and you're not able to answer my question, I'm going to ask to see the law. And if you're not able to provide the law and you're unwilling to direct me to where I can get the law, you're basically conducting obstructing a criminal investigation at this point. So I'm going to dig up all of Canada, period. And symbolically, that's represented as, buying a lot and digging up a house. Now that for the Prime Minister campaign is pretty cool, except that still got a couple unresolved issues, like getting back to Taiwan. My wife and my cats live in Taiwan. So I am trying to get there. So digging a hole to China is not incorrect. Do I realize that it can't be done? Hell no. Do you ever try? I mean, you gotta try before you tell me it can't be done, right? So, while Elon Musk is digging up, I'm figuring I can probably figure out digging down and getting through to China. I can probably do that. I'm confident in myself about that. I've done a lot of other things that I surprised myself with. So, what I just want to say is, thinking this one through while I walk through somebody else's earshot. You know how that is. And then, was there anything else? Yeah, well, there's a whole track record there. You can check me out on Facebook. Start at the pinned post, renee4pm.com. Yeah, I was actually thinking about keeping a blog instead of a book. If I just could write down my thoughts. But then, actually, the vlog is the right thing to do. Always was. It was. I gotta just post more videos about my ideas and share them with people. And then talk to people in the normal time sense and see if they'll invest. Yeah, that's all I gotta do. I got my water to go inside now. I'm not confused anymore. See how that works?